The septral piercing may look like just a dermal anchor or a bead glued on the end of your nose, but there's much more to it than that. The septral piercing is a combination of a septum and a nostril, hence the word septral. Now, the septum has to be pierced first and fully healed and stretched. I would say at least to a 4 gauge, possibly a 2 or larger. That way we can put a receiving tube in there, because when we pierce, we need to pierce into it. This is a rare piercing. The placement of this piercing is obviously in the center or the tip of the nose. A lot of people kind of angle this one downwards, but it depends on the shape of your nose as well. As you can see in some of these pictures, they do fluctuate a little tiny bit, but for the most part, this is what we're looking for. This piercing is going to heal up in about 4 to 6 months on average. Of course, it could take longer if you're hitting on things, but unlike your ear, when you're sleeping on your ear, you're constantly laying on it, so therefore that cartilage takes a long time. And this one does have a little bit more blood flow, so that's why I'm saying 4 to 6 months, you should be pretty well healed up. Now, we have to put that longer bar in there to accommodate room for swelling, because the cartilage will swell, and you definitely want to downsize to make sure it doesn't migrate or turn sideways. Super important to downsize once that swelling's gone down. We've talked a lot about different nostril piercings and their pains. I don't know where this one would be. I've never had it. So let's refer to the good old painometer. You know, of the nostril piercings, that's up there. It's a little bit more painful, but I mean, it's still a piercing. It's tolerable, but yeah, it's going to hurt a little bit more. It's a slower piercing because it needs to be straight. You can't really just go straight through fast like a normal cartilage piercing, so a little bit of a pinch, but if you're thinking about it, if you already have a stretched septum, you can handle this. So this piercing, extremely rare. The prerequisites that you have to have a stretched septum, you have to have the right anatomy and want this piercing. So we're talking like 1% of the people who get piercings, maybe even less. I love that. The rare ones you don't see are always some of my favorite. Now, it might be a little bit more painful to get, but it's one of those things where you work your way up to that process. You create this piercing, and someone who sees this is going to appreciate it. You're going to get more compliments that are more sincere for this one because people know what you've gone through, especially if they're making a comment on it. So, my fan, heck yeah, I'm a fan. So make sure to hit that subscribe button, and of course, hit the bell so you know when the new videos come out. If you enjoyed my video, make sure to give me a like, share it, and of course, keep putting holes in your body. We'll see you all in the next video.